RPGs, or role-playing games, have become the cornerstone of the gaming industry, captivating players with their immersive storytelling and expansive gameplay. Role-playing games is as old as humanity itself, but the modern-day RPG games, as we know it, had its humble origins in 1974 as the famous Dungeons & Dragons, a game driven by storytelling with players taking on the roles of heroes, navigating through quests, and facing off against mythical creatures and powerful foes. The game's success had not only shaped the landscape of tabletop gaming, but also had started to gain traction overseas, and in particular in Japan. These tabletop games, which heavily emphasized immersive worlds, character creation, turn-based combat, and narrative-driven gameplay, inspired two Japanese game developers, Yuji Horii and Hinobu Sakaguchi. Dragon Quest revolutionized the JRPG genre with its turn-based combat system and engaged in battles using a menu-based interface. The turn-based nature of combat allowed players to strategically choose their actions, including attacking, casting spells. This system provided a balance between thoughtful decision-making and tactical planning. Hinobu Sakaguchi's inspiration from RPG games led to him creating one of the most famous JRPG games of all time, Final Fantasy, that introduced its own party-based system where players controlled a group of characters with unique abilities and classes. The turn-based combat now featured an active time battle system, which added a sense of urgency and strategic decision-making by requiring players to act within a time limit. But shit really started to kick off for the franchise when Hinobu and his team at Square Enix developed Final Fantasy VII, which refined the Final Fantasy's pre-established game mechanics even further, introducing the Matria system, which allowed characters to equip magical orbs that granted unique spells and abilities. The Limit Break system allowed powerful special moves that players could unleash during critical moments, further enhancing the combat dynamics. Additionally, Final Fantasy VII expanded upon the concept of the RPG with dense environments, 1,000 side quests, and of course, its cast of memorable, colorful characters from the lovable Strife to the best girl Aerith to the Italian Senate League Tifa, and everybody's favorite soy boy villain, one-winged angel Sephiroth. Now going forward in time to the 21st century, the Persona series furthered this aspect of JRPG games and perfectly refines it in Persona 5, allowing players and the player's custom character to forge meaningful relationships with the game's protagonist, and in addition, builds upon the world of Persona, and by the end of the game, one would have had the satisfaction of seeing the personal growth of both their protagonist and their allies. But what if you want something more in your JRPG game? What if you want to time travel in your game? Well, Chrono Trigger answers that question for you. Players embark on a time-bending adventure, spanning different eras and altering the course of history. The ability to travel to different time periods not only offers a vast and interconnected world to explore, but also opens up a myriad of possibilities for quests, character interactions, and puzzle solving, but also gives the game weight, as for every action in the game, it has its consequences, and it is these choices which can impact the ending of the game. But what if you're not really a fantasy type of guy or a time travel type of guy? You prefer more cultured entertainment, more specifically JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. The 7thstanduser is an exceptional fan-made role-playing RPG based on the manga and anime series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. From the get-go, the game presents the player with a unique way to choose their stand power, which is through a personality test. The best part is that it is personalized to the player, and therefore it will be different from player to player. There are 13 unique stands which could be chosen, from explosive pens to 1,000 microscopic insects. My personal favorite is Caravan, a stand that works like Coco Jumbo, but if it could talk from the get-go. Essentially, you can ask it to give you whatever item you need, from guns to bombs. Similar to Persona, experience points are earned through battles and quests. Moreover, by spending time with each character from the Part 3 crew, further strengthens the player's connection with the crew, as well as earn the player friend points for doing so. All in all, the 7thstanduser, through its social simulation mechanic, adds more depth to Part 3 and further enriches the gaming experience and makes a player feel like they are part of the narrative. I think the best part of this game is not only is it free, yes, this much content for the price of nothing, which is just insane to me, but also it was made by one person in RPG Maker 2000. I mean, the level of dedication is just wild. Easily the final boss of the JoJo fandom.